Hi, tough instructors. This is the new nippers we're going to be giving the students. It's got obviously nippers and a hole cleaning part. It also has a little file, but most importantly, it has a nail nut tool. And this basically just takes the place of the paper clip we use. But since they're going to be carrying nippers with them anyway, may as well have a nail nut tool. And it's pretty straightforward to use. So we're going to put a nail nut on the end of this line here. And the way you start is whatever kind of line you're going to be using. You just start with, you start with the nail nut tool here. And you kind of put the bulk of your string sort of behind you, and you want to draw out about 6 inches, 8 inches, be generous here, and then use the top of the nail nut tool just to kind of rest the line. Then you see how there's like little grooves here? So you drop it through that groove, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like we normally do. Use a tip of your finger just to kind of hold it in place and run the line through. Okay. Now just take the end of your your fly line, push it through that hole. You can even stick it as far in as you want. Really doesn't matter. At this point, you just kind of take the tag end of that line you just did and just pull it through, and then you'll just drop everything and kind of work your line back and forth like you normally do. And there's your nail nut, and you would trim off your line. You trim off your tippet, and there's your nail nut. Pretty straightforward. I'll run it through again real quick. It's so easy, I don't even mind doing a nail nut. So here we go. We're going to pull out a good portion of line. Just kind of use that to hold it in place, this little thumb rest there. See, I've got just a little bit of line here. I'm going to pull out a little more, just so it'll be a little easier. So I have maybe 8 inches line there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, working backwards. Then put your finger on there to hold it in place. Slide this line through. Pull it out. Then take your fly line, shove it in as far as you want, and then basically take your tag end, and this is where you kind of just sort of snap it off. And there's your fly line. And then we're just going to kind of push it together like you have to do with every nail nut. And you work it into place. You can lick it at this point too, it probably wouldn't hurt. And working it back and forth. There we go. Then you can trim off all your excess. And there you go, a nail nut.